Hello everyone and welcome to another random bits and pieces segment from my brain, and today it's a while for we are playing some more All of the Park Baseball 22 with my Montreal Expos historical. Alright, so September is right around the corner. We are trading just a little behind real life. Well, I mean, in real life it's not 1994 obviously right now, but today we are going to be playing a 3-game series at home against the Cubs. It's pretty bittersweet for me every time that we play the Cubs because of that trade that sent Larry Walker to the Cubs and really made my team a little worse for wear after that. So we'll see what happens. As it stands right now, the Cubs are holding the wild card spot. So back in 1994, which is when the first time that wild cards showed up in MLB, there was only one. So the Cubs are holding that spot right now. They have a very good record of 79-52. And they are only one game behind in their division, so they might be leapfrogging. I believe it's the Reds that are first in that division. So today we're going to be facing Jack Armstrong, so 2.5-star pitcher. Looks like he might be... we might be able to hit some home runs against him. His movement is not very high. He's going to be facing Miguel Batista, so... we are going with the top of the rotation to get things started here for this particular series. Now, right after the Cubs series is going to be September 1st. We're more than likely going to be seeing some September call-ups. So we'll see how we handle that once we get that. I already talked about probably playing younger players a little bit more once that happens. So we'll see. We have no injuries. I believe that's the first time of the season that has happened, so nobody is hurt right now. Let's take a look for the Cubs. Oh, they have quite a few. Right, so Frank Castillo is hurt, but he might be able to play. Jose Viscayno is also hurt, but able to play. Mark Garner, former Expo, is hurt and not going to be playing. Uget Urbina, also former Expo, not going to play. Steve Traxel, we saw a few videos back, got a torn rotator cuff and he's out for 14 months. That's more than a year. So see you maybe when you're 25. Pedro Castellano is also hurt, and Ryan Sandberg, as we saw that not too long ago, is also hurt. So the Cubs are still doing good and everything. They have a lot of, I would say, like, Traxel is a pretty good pitcher, and Sandberg, of course, is really good. Castellano is okay. So they have talent on the injured reserve. So are they going to be able to keep the pace? That's going to be kind of interesting to see, to be honest. Alright, so I think I'm pretty much good to go here. Sorry, my throat is bugging me. That happens a lot, as we know. Alright, so let's play against the Cubs. I'm gonna keep this lineup here. We've been doing really good. Of course, last game we had a really good outing from Gabe White, who threw an absolute gem. So yeah, let's go ahead and go with that here. We're doing okay with that lineup. We've won, what, like 8 games in a row or something like that. So yeah. Alright, the Cubs are going to go with Miguel Flores. Is going to be the second baseman. So I guess he's getting some play time since Ryan Sandberg is out. Yeah. Not doing all that great. Jose Viscayno, Larry Walker, Ron Gant, Eric Wedge, Mark Grace, Pedro Valadez, and Ricky Gutierrez. Alright. Let's get this thing started, and of course, go Expos and play ball. Alright, so Miguel Flores is going to be the first one to face Miguel Batista in the game. Oh, he has some speed, so hopefully we can keep him off the base path. So no count to him. And that's going to be an infield base. I can tell usually when just by the way that, like the angle, I guess, just the way that it looks. Alright, so Flores gets on board to get the inning started. Jose Viscayno is next. No count. Oh, pitch out, and he's going, but he's safe. So that's already 11 stolen bases for him this season. So now there's a runner in scoring position with Jose Viscayno, the batter. 2-2. That's it to short. And he's thrown out at first for out number 1. On the play, Flores makes it to third base. So there's a runner on third with 1 out. Larry Walker is the next batter. No count to him. And that's a wild pitch. There you go, 1-0 Cubs. Right, so 1-1 to Walker. That's it to right. Grissom after it. Catches it for out number 2. And that brings up Ron Gant. No count to him. That's it to right. And that's cut by Grissom as well. And that's out number 3. The Cubs do get a run. It is 1-0 Chicago going into the bottom of the first. Jack Armstrong is going to be facing Delino the Shields first. 1-1 to the Shields. Grounds it to second. That's a good throw, and that's out number 1. Grissom is next. Full count to him. That's it to center. Oh! That was dropped. Yep, an error for the center fielder, so Grissom ends up at second base thanks to the error. And Ivan Calderon's gonna be next with a runner in scoring position. 1-0 to him. Grissom goes, and there's not even a throw, so that's stolen base number 74 for Grissom this season. Runner on third, 1 out, 1-2 to Calderon, and he struck out looking. Alright, Johnson is next with 2 outs. Full count. Oh, struck out looking as well. Oh my god. You have a runner on third base with 1 out, and your number 3 and 4 hitters go down looking. That's terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Alright, Eric Wedge is the next batter. 3-1 to him. That's it to third, and he's thrown out for out number 1. Mark Grace is next. Oh, Mark Grace hitting 6th. That's something. 1-2 to him. That's it to left. Calderon after it, all the way to the warning track, and he catches it for out number 2. Pedro Valadez is next. He's the one that made the error at center field. Full count. And that's it to left. Calderon after it. And he gets it for out number 3. No run for the Cubs in the top of the second. We're going to the bottom of the second. It is 1-0 for the Cubs. Willie Green, first one to face Jack Armstrong. 2-2. Oh, that's it to the catcher, and he's thrown out at first for out number 1. Reuben Rivera is next, 0-1. That's it weekly, and that's cut by the shortstop Viscayno. That's 2 outs now for the Expos. Bill Duran is next, full count to him. That's a base hit left, opposite field single for Duran, and the inning is still alive for the Expos with 2 outs. Ray Sanchez is the next batter. 1-2. Struck out like it. Wow. What is it with my batters that are too afraid to swing? Don't make me go out there. I'll swing at everything. Alright, Batista facing Ricky Gutierrez. Top of the third. 2-2. Struck out swinging. Jack Armstrong is next. 1-2. Grounds it to third. The throw by Green. It's a good throw. That's out number 2. Miguel Flores is next. 1-0. Grounds it to second, and this time he is thrown out at first, so the Cubs go down 1-2-3. Bottom of the third incoming with the Expos down 1-0. Alright, Miguel Batista is going to be facing Jack Armstrong now. 1-0 to Batista. Grounds it to third. Oh. Is it an error or a... No, it's an error. Alright, so not an infield single. Alright, so De Shields is the next batter with a runner on first, nobody out. 0-1. He tries to bunt, but he misses. 1-2 now. That's it weakly to center. And that's cut for out number 1. Alright, Grissom is next. 3-1 to him. And he walks. Alright, so we have 2 runners on with 1 out now. And Ivan Calderon is the batter. Full count. He struck out looking again. Oh my god, Calderon, I'm benching you for the rest of the year. Alright, Johnson is next. 2 outs. 1-2. And that's it to left, and that's going to fall in for a base hit. Batista rounds third. He's going home. And I believe he's safe. Yes, the game is tied at 1. Thanks to a base hit from Charles Johnson that scored the pitcher Miguel Batista. It is tied at 1 here in the bottom of the third. Woody Green is next. 2 runners on, 2 outs. 2-2 to him. Struck out swinging. At least he swung, you know. At least he swung the bat. Oh, somebody's hurt. Oh, it's Ivan Calderon that's hurt. Oh, no, I think... Oh, that's what it said. Okay, so I didn't completely read the text. He got tossed. Okay. Yeah, Johnny Nutt is going to go play in left then. Hopefully he doesn't get suspended for that. Alright, so Batista, top of the fourth, facing Jose Viscayno. Full count. That's it to center for a base hit. So game is tied at 1 here at Olympic Stadium. Larry Walker is next. Always a very scary hitter to face. 1-2. That's it to right. That's a base. No, that was cut by Grissom. Oh ho ho. That looked pretty good. Alright, runner on first, 1 out. Ron Gant is next. Full count to him. And he walks. Alright, so there's 2 runners on, 1 out for the Cubs. Eric Wedge is the next batter. 1-2 to him. Struck out swinging. Alright, so Batista might be able to get out of that and keep the score tied. Mark Grace is next. 1-0 to him. Grounds it to second base. And he's thrown out for out number 3. Alright, so we do get out of that without allowing a run. And going into the bottom of the fourth, it is still a tied game here in Montreal. Right, Reuben Rivera facing Jack Armstrong. 0-1 to him. That's it weakly to center. That was a terrible pitch to swing at. And he is out. Bill Doran is next. 0-1 to him. That's it weakly to first. And he is out for out number 2. Ray Sanchez is next. 2-2 to him. Struck out swinging. Nothing for the Expos in the bottom of the fourth. We're going into the top of the fifth. Still tied at 1. Pedro Valadez is the first batter to face Batista in inning number 5. 1-0 to him. That's it to center for a base hit. Right, Ricky Gutierrez is next with a runner on first, nobody out. 1-0. That's a base hit to right. And on the play, the runner gets to third base. So now there's runners on extremities with nobody out. The pitcher, Jack Armstrong, is next. And he bunts. Oh. Alright, so we tried to get the runner out at home, but we didn't get him. So it's 2-1 for the Cubs. There's still nobody out, and there's 2 runners on. So this has the makings of a big inning for the Cubs. Miguel Flores is next, 1-2 to him. And he gets hit. Okay, bases loaded, nobody out. Jose Viscayno is next, 2-2. Grounds it to short. We get the out at home and the out at first, so a double play. Oh, alright, so runners on second and third. There's 2 outs now, and the dangerous Larry Walker is the batter. 2-2 to him. That's a base hit to right. That's going to score at least 1. It scored 2. It is now 4-1 for the Cubs. So close. Alright, Ron Gant is next with 2 outs. Runner on first. Walker is going, and he's safe. That's his 27th of the season. Full count to Gant. Grounds it to third, and he's thrown out for out number 3. Alright, the Cubs do get 3 runs on the board. It is now 4-1. Alright, Batista's the batter. Bottom of the 5th, 0-2 to him. Struck out swinging. We haven't generated a whole lot against Jack Armstrong in this game. Only 2 hits. And he has 7 strikeouts. Alright, so the Shields is next. 0-1 to him. Grounds it to third. And he's thrown out easily for out number 2. Grissom is next. No count to him. He grounds it to short. And they get him out for out number 3. Alright, we didn't do nothing. Top of the 6th. Eric Wedge is the batter. 2-1 to him. Oh, I think that's out of here. And it is. That's a solo blast for Eric Wedge. It is now 5-1 for the Cubs. Our winning streak is on the line here. Alright, Mark Grace is next. 3-1 to him. Grounds it to second base, and he is thrown out for out number 1. Pedro Valadez is next. 0-2 to him. That's a fly ball to left, and that is out number 2. Ricky Gutierrez is the next batter with 2 outs now. 0-1. That's a base hit to left, so the inning keeps going on for the Cubs here with a 2-out single. Alright, let's see if I can get Jack Armstrong out with Miguel Batista. If not, I'm gonna pull him after that. 2-2. That's a base hit. Alright. Let's, I've seen enough. I'm gonna bring in Rick Mahler, give him some innings. He hasn't pitched in a while. He was kind of lost in the shuffle. I had forgotten to change his position, so he was hanging out up there with the other starting pitchers and everything, so I wouldn't see him when I was looking for a reliever. So Rick Mahler comes in facing Miguel Flores. Runners on first and third, 2 outs, 2-1. Grounds it to short, and the throw to second is good. We get the runner there. That's the end of the inning. The Cubs add 1 run thanks to a solo blast by Eric Wedge. It is 5-1 Chicago going into the bottom of the 6th. Johnny Nutt here is going to be the first one to face Jack Armstrong in the bottom of the 6th. 1-1 to him. That's it to left. I don't think it has enough carry. No, not at all. And he is easily retired by Ron Gant. 1 out for Charles Johnson. 1-2 to him. Struck out swinging for out number 2. Now Woody Green is the next batter. 2-2. Grounds it. Oh, that's going to be an error. No, it's not. Okay. They did change that. Alright, so it was a nice diving play by Viscayno with a good throw, and Woody Green is out. It is not an error. Alright, so the inning is over, and I'm going to keep Rick Mahler on the mound here, facing Ozzy Viscayno. 1-0. That's it to left. Johnny Nutt after it, and he catches it for out number 1. Larry Walker is next, no count to him. That's out of here. That's a solo blast. It is 6-1 for the Cubs. Larry Walker. How do I miss ya? The guy you got traded for is in the minors, and he's probably not going to play in the MLB again. And he was terrible when he did. Alright, Ron Gant is the next batter. 1-1. That's it to center. Rivera after it. Then he catches it for out number 2. Eric Wedge is next. 1-1 to him. That's it weekly. Woody Green is there. Catches it for out number 3. Alright, bottom of the 7th. Reuben Rivera is next. 0-1 to him. Grounds it to short. And that's a good throw for out number 1. Bill Duran is next. 1-2. That's it to third. That's a good throw. That's out number 2. We are not able to do anything. Ray Sanchez is next. Full count. And he walks. Alright, so we get a walk here after 2 outs. We're going to bring in a pinch hitter. We're going to bring Barbary. Alright, Barbary is going to be facing Jack Armstrong with 2 outs, 2-2. Grounds it to short. And that's an easy out at first. So the inning is over, going into the top of the 8th with the Cubs leading 6-1. We're going to give Michael McLean a shot again. Hopefully he does better. He's going to be facing Mark Grace first, 0-2. Struck out swinging. Oh, that's not too shabby. Getting out there and striking out Mark Grace. Pedro Valadez is next, full count. And he walks. Ricky Gutierrez is next, 0-2. That's it to second. And we get only the lead runner at second base. Fielder's choice. Runner is safe at first. 2 outs now. They're bringing in a pinch hitter. That's Jerome Walton. Full count. Oh, that's going to be extra bases. Okay. Alright, so a run scores on that. It is now 7-1. On the double by Jerome Walton. Miguel Flores is next. No count to him. That's it to left. Johnny Nutt after it. And he catches it for out number 3. The Cubs do add one more run to their lead. It is now 7-1 Chicago. We are starting to run out of outs. Greg McMichael, sorry, is the pitcher now for the Cubs. Delino the Shields is the batter. 1-2. Grounds it to second base, and he is thrown out for out number 1. Marquis Grissom is next, 2-2. Struck out swinging. We are unable to get anything done offensively. Johnny Knott, full count to him. And he walks. All right. Charles Johnson is next, 1-2. That's it weakly towards center field, and it is cut by Valdez, and that is out number 3. Jose Viscayno, first batter here in the top of the 9th, 2-2, and he struck out looking. The Cubs have a decent 6-run lead. It is 7-1. Larry Walker is next, 2-2 to him. Struck out swinging as well. Wow, Michael McLean is finding another gear here. Ron Gant is next, 2-1 to him. Grounds it to... yeah, that's a base. Past the second baseman, the Shields. So, 2-out single for Ron Gant. Eric Wedge is next, 2-1 to him. And that's another blast for him. So that's 2 in this game, and it is now 9-1 Chicago. Alright, Mark Grace is next, 2-1 to him. That's a base hit to right. I don't want to bring another reliever for one more out. So you're gonna need to figure it out, buddy. Pedro Valadez is next, 0-2. That's it to liner to second base. It was cut. But the Cubs had 2 more runs on the board. It is now 9-1. We are going to need a miracle here to come back in this one, especially since we only have 2 hits so far. So Greg McMichael is still on the mound for the Cubs. Woody Green is the batter, 0-2. Struck out swinging. Reuben Rivera is next, 2-2. And that's it to left for a base hit. Alright. We get a runner on base with 1 out. Bill Duran is next, 0-1. Grounds it to second base, and that's a double play. And the game is over. We lost 9-1. Alright. Terrible first game for this series here. We were never in it. We got 3 hits total. Not much more to say here. Alright, so what's going on in the world? Los Angeles Dodgers win again. Okay, so the Dodgers have won 10 straight games. That's pretty impressive. With Pedro Martinez that was on the mound. That was a 4-0 shutout. That's pretty good. Right, let's advance that to tomorrow. Alright, so today we're going to be facing Greg Harris. And we are going to be sending Tom Gordon. Looks like Calderon did not get suspended, thankfully. So maybe I'm going to leave him in the lineup. Alright, so Gordon has been pretty good for us since we got him. He's 4-2. Alright, and Greg Harris is... he's a 2.5 star player, but he's better than Jack Armstrong. Like, his ratings are better, but he doesn't have a whole lot of stamina too. So hopefully we can get to him early. Make him throw some pitches. Alright. I think that for that one, I think I'm gonna play Barbary. to do this like that. Alright, so the Cubs are going to go with Miguel Flores, Jose Viscayno. Larry Walker is going to play tired. It's not going to matter. Ron Gant, Eric Wedge, Mark Grace, Jerome Walton, and Ricky Gutierrez. It's basically the same lineup except for the center field. They don't have that Valdez guy in there. They're going to go back to Jerome Walton instead. Alright, let's see if we can get to Greg Harris better than we did against Jack Armstrong. He was very dominant, so we never had a chance and our winning streak ended. So go Expos and play ball! Alright, so Tom Gordon on the mound. Miguel Flores is the first batter to face him in the top of the first. 2-2 to him. Alright, a little liner to short to start. We'll take it. 1 out. Jose Viscayno is next, playing hurt. Full count. That's it to center for a base hit. Alright, so the Cubs get a runner on base. There's 1 out. Larry Walker is the next batter. He's tired. 2-2. That's it to center. Oh, that's cut there. That was a awkward looking dive. Oh god, he's hurt. Oh, he's able to shake it off. Whew. Maybe that's why it looked kind of like an awkward slide, is because he hurt himself doing that. And we're playing in Olympic Stadium, so it's not like natural grass or anything like that. It's like a smelly carpet. Alright, 2 outs. Runner on first. Ron Gant is the next batter. No count to him. Grounds it to second. We get the lead runner at second base, and that's the end of the inning. Cubs do not score, although they do get a hit. Going into the bottom of the first here at Olympic Stadium. No score. Alright, Delano the Shields facing Greg Harris. 0-2. Struck out swinging. Marquis Grissom next. No count to him. And that's a base hit to left. And I have a very strong suspicion that Grissom is going to go here. Calderon is the next batter. 1 out. No count. Pitch out. Grissom is going. And he's safe. That's 75 stolen bases for Grissom. And now Calderon is going to be the next batter. 1-0. Oh, that's a base hit down the line to right, all the way to the corner. Grissom scores. Calderon is going for 3, and I believe he's safe. He is. That's a triple for Calderon. It is 1-0 for the Expos. So that's reverse. The Cubs took a 1-0 lead in the previous game in the first inning. Now it's our turn. Charles Johnson is next. 1 out. Runner on third. 1-2. That's it to left. Should be deep enough, I would think. Calderon's going, and he's safe. That's a sacrifice fly for Charles Johnson. We are up 2-0. So there's 2 outs now. Bases are empty for Reuben Rivera. 2-0 to him. That's it weakly to center. Jerome Walton is there, and that's out number 3. The Expos do get 2 runs. And we are up 2-0 going into the top of the second with Eric Wedge, who had 2 blasts in the previous game. Facing Tom Gordon, 0-2. Grounds it to short. That's a good throw. That's out number 1. Mark Grace is next. Full count. Oh, that's going to be extra bases. That's well hit all the way to the fence in the alley and left. That's a double for Mark Grace. So the Cubs get a runner into scoring position after 1 out. And now Jerome Walton is going to be the batter. 1-1 to him. That's a base hit to center. That should score. Oh, God. It will score. That was an error by Rivera. So that's a base hit and then an error. So Walton ends up at second base. Mark Gray scores. It is 2-1 for the Expos at this point. Ricky Gutierrez is next. 0-2. Struck out swinging. We kind of needed that. Alright, so if we can get the pitcher out, we're going to get out of that. Not too terrible. Alright, Greg Harris is the batter. 0-1. That's a wild pitch. So Walton gets to third base. 1-2. Oh, thankfully Greg Harris swung at something I would have swung at in real life, and he is out on strikes. The Cubs do get a run, and they cut the lead in half. It is now 2-1 for the Expos. Brett Barbery gets things started in the bottom of the second. Full count to him. Struck out swinging. Bill Doran follows. 1-0 to him. That's a base hit to left. That's going to be an opposite field single after 1 out. And now Ray Sanchez hopefully comes through because the pitcher is following. No count. Alright, so they only got him out at first. On the play, Doran gets to second base, so there's 2 outs, runner in scoring position for Tom Gordon. No count. Gordon with a slow roller to short, and he's thrown out for out number 3. So the Expos get a runner in scoring position, but they cannot bring him home. It is still 2-1 in the top of the third. Hey FJ, it's been a while. How are you doing? I haven't heard about you in 5 years or something. I don't know. Time goes really fast when you're my age. Miguel Flores is next. Grounder to short. I'm doing better. I've been struggling with health a little bit, but I'm getting better. So you are you back to school now? Is it? I would think that probably college started. Yeah, that's what I thought. Although I don't know the school system in Norway, so you know. Oh, that's a strike 3 with a pass ball. But we got him out at first here. Larry Walker, full count. Struck out. Ooh, that's always good when you strike out Larry Walker, at least in my universe. That's really good. So now you're going to school into something that you're gonna like a little bit more, right? I remember you changed that, or that was the intent. I don't know if you did it or not. We haven't talked in a while. Alright, so Greg Harris is next. No, sorry, Greg Harris is still on the mound. Delino de Shields is next. No count to the Shields. Alright, and that's a fly out to left. Yeah, happiness is kind of important, right? So, how long ago did school started back? Grissom is next. No count to him with 1 out. That's a base hit. Sorry, that's it to third, not a base hit. And that's out number 2. 3 weeks. All right. That works. Do you still work as well at the same time, or did you quit your job and just focus on school? Calderon 2-1, 2 outs. Grounder to third, and he's thrown out for out number 3. Okay. So that gives you a little bit of money and everything. That could be worse. Alright, Ron Gant is the first batter in the top of the 4th. We are still up 2-1, 1-2. Grounder to second, and he's out. So what have you been playing lately? I haven't seen you like stream in months, and I don't know what you've been playing anymore. I know you were updating me on your out of the park dynasties, but you haven't done that in a while as well. Eric Wedge is next. Full count to him. Struck out swinging. Mark Grace, 3-0 to him. And he walks on 4 pitches. Jerome Walton is next, 2-2. And he struck out. Oh, yeah. Alright, so Tom Gordon not doing too bad again this start, at least so far. So Greg Harris is... I'm trying to check how tired he's getting because he only has 29 stamina. So, yeah, he's still good for a while. Alright, Charles Johnson, 1-0. Grounds it to short. Oh. Well, I guess that explains why I haven't seen you around much. You just don't have time between school and work, I guess, and probably hanging out with friends and whatnot. That's what I was doing at your age. Alright, 1 out for Reuben Rivera, 3-1. And that's a single to center. That's good. Brett Barbary is next. Runner on first, 1 out. Oh. Yeah, that was a pitch out, so Rivera was taken out. Alright, so 2 outs, 2-2 to Barbary. That's a base hit to right. Alright, so that's a... Oh, he's trying to go for 2. And he is safe. Alright, so a double for Barbary with 2 outs. So we have a runner in scoring position for Bill Duran. 1-1 to him. And that's a base hit to center. And that scores a run. So Duran with his 50th RBI of the season. It is 3-1 for the Expos. Ah, yeah, your Orioles franchise was the one with the really good pitcher, right? Ray Sanchez 1-2. And they get the lead runner at second base, and that's the end of the inning. Well, that sucks. So, hockey season starts in just a little bit more than a month. That's pretty exciting. 2-2 to Ricky Gutierrez, top of the 5th. Struck out swinging. Tom Gordon seems to be on for this game, at least so far. Oh yeah, he has 7 strikeouts. That's pretty good. 1-2. Yeah, I guess we're gonna find out here in about 3 hours if Montreal is matching the offer sheet for Kotkaniemi. Alright, there's 2 outs now. Miguel Flores comes in next. Sorry, 2-2. Grounder to first, and he's out. And in a month or so, the new hockey game comes out for the PS5. I don't know if I'm going to stream it or not. I don't know what to do with it. I don't want to really play online. I'm not that great at the game. So, you know, streaming to have people watch me have my ass kicked all the time is not that appealing. So I don't even know if I'm going to stream it. I don't know yet. 2-2 to Tom Gordon. And he struck out swinging. Delino De Shields is next. 2-2 to him. Struck out swinging as well. Wow, Greg Harris is trying to match Tom Gordon here. 1-0 to Grissom. Oh, that's it. Weekly to center. Walton after it. Catches it for out number 3. Alright, so we are still up 2. 40 plus home runs is pretty good. Alright, top of the 6th. So Gordon is pitching really well, but he's also pitched a lot of pitches to get there. Like, he's already almost tired. 3-0, and he walks on 4 pitches. Larry Walker is next, runner on first, nobody out, 2-1. Grounds it to first. We only get the lead runner at first, so the lead runner at second, so Larry Walker is safe at first. There's one out for on first. Gant is the next batter. Full count to him. That's it. Pretty weakly. Calderon after it catches it for out number 2. Wedge is next, 2-1. Grounds it to third. And we get the lead runner at second base for out number 3. Alright. Ivan Calderon is next, 2-1 to him. Oh, I think that's a blast. And it is Ivan Calderon with the solo shot in the bottom of the 6th. It is 4-1 for the Expos. Calderon having one heck of a season. Sadly, he's playing for a losing team. Right, Charles Johnson is the next batter, 1-2. Oh, what a terrible pitch to swing at. It is out number 1 on a strikeout. Reuben Rivera is next, 2-1. Oh, that's it. Out of here as well. So a solo blast for Reuben Rivera. It is now 5-1 for the Expos. Alright, so the Cubs have had enough. They are bringing in Chuck McElroy, facing Brett Barbary. No count to him. And he's thrown out at first for out number 2. Bill Duran is next, full count. And he walks. Alright. Ray Sanchez follows. 2 outs, runner on first, no count. Sanchez with the hit to third, and he is thrown out for out number 3. We are going into the top of the 7th. The Expos added 2 more runs to their lead thanks to 2 solo blasts. It is now 5-1. Yeah. I'm gonna try to have Tom Gordon because he's been pitching so well, but he's up there in pitches. Right, Mark Grace, first batter in the 7th, 2-2 to him, grounds it to second, and he's thrown out for out number 1. So I like Tom Gordon. I think he's been really good for me, but I hate that his stamina is not higher than a 64. Right, Jerome Walton is next, 0-1. That's it, weakly to center, and it's gonna be a base hit. Right, Ricky Gutierrez is next, 1-2. And he struck out looking. Right, and the Cubs bringing a... Oh, that's not a pinch hitter. They made a double switch earlier. Okay, so Ryan Seacrest came in for... Eric Wedge, sorry. And he's now the batter. Runner on first, 2 outs. No count to him. That's a base hit to left. Right, Miguel Flores is next. I really would like for Tom Gordon to get out of that by himself. 2-0. And he's out at first on a roller to third. Alright, so we get out of the inning without allowing anything. It is still 5-1. I'm gonna... He pitched 125 pitches. We're done. Alright, so we're gonna bring Johnny Boy as our pinch hitter here against the lefty. 1-0 to Johnny Knott. That's a base hit to center. Alright, Johnny Nutt gets on board. And maybe we're going to add to our lead here. So, the Shields is next, runner on first, 3-1. Oh, the Shields bunts, but they get the lead runner at second base. That was not a good bunt. Alright, so the Shields is safe at first, 1 out. Marquis Grissom is the next batter. It's it to second base. They get the lead runner yet again. So now there's 2 outs with Grissom at first. Calderon is the batter, 1-1. Oh, that's out of here. That's a second home run of the game for Calderon. It is now 7-1 for the Expos, thanks to another blast by Calderon. That's 32 home runs for him this season. That is very good. Alright, Johnson is next, 2-2. Struck out swinging. Alright, the Expos had 2 more runs on the 2-run home run by Ivan Calderon. We are going into the top of the 8th with a 6-run lead. I bring in there because the Walker is a lefty. That's mostly why. Right, Viscayno is the batter. No count to him. And that's it to right for a base hit. That's going to be extra bases too. And Viscayno is safe at second base with a double. Now Larry Walker is the batter with a runner in scoring position. 3-0 to him. Dang. And I think that's out of here. And it is. Alright, so my strategy of bringing the lefty to face Walker backfires. The Cubs get a 2-run blast from Walker. It is now 7-3 for the Expos. Ron Gant is next. No count to him. Oh dear God. That's extra bases. Alright, so Gant gets to second base here. They're bringing in Jeffrey Ammons as a pinch hitter. 1-0. Alright, I can't leave there. I'm gonna lose. That's another extra base hit. And it is 7-4 now. Ugh. It's a little early to bring Ruskin. I don't want for my closer to pitch 2 innings. I don't like to do that much. Two and two to Mark Grace. It's a too short and he's thrown out for out number 1 finally. I'm gonna have let's bring Doris in and see if he can do something. Runner on second, 1 out. Jerome Walton is the batter, 2-0. Grounds it to second. He's thrown out at first. The runner makes it to third on the play. Pedro Valadez is coming in as a pinch hitter. 2-2 to him. Struck out swinging. Alright, John Doris comes in and shuts the Cubs down in the top of the 8th, but the Cubs did score 3 times to come to within 3. It is now 7-4 for the Expos. Cubs bring in Hector Trinidad for the bottom of the 8th. Reuben Rivera is going to be the batter. No count. Oh, that's... Oh, it looked like it was it better than that. Alright. And he's out. Solidly hit to right, but almost right at Larry Walker. For out number 1, Brett Barbary is next. 1-2 to him. And that's a liner cut by the pitcher. So there's 2 outs now. And Bill Doran is next. Full count to Billy Doran. Grounds it to second and he's thrown out for out number 3. Alright. We are not going to mess around here. We are going to... Barbary didn't really do anything in this game, so we're gonna go ahead and do this. Let's bring Willie Green. He's good defensively, so Green comes in, and Ruskin comes in. And he's gonna try to close this game. Alright, Reed Sechrist is the first batter to face Scott Ruskin in the top of the 9. The Expos have a 3-run lead, 1-1 to Sechrist. That's it to center. Rivera after it, and that's it all the way to the fence. That's extra bases for Sechrist. Alright. So double for Sechrist, nobody out. Miguel Flores is the next batter, no count. And he's plunked. Alright, runners on first and second, nobody out. Jose Viscayno is the next batter, 1-2. Grounds it to short. That's a double play. Alright, so 2 outs now. Runner on third with Larry Walker, the batter, 0-2. Struck out swinging to end the game. Alright, so we get the W. We rebound after losing the first game of the series. We win the second one 7-4. Alright. So Deg gave me a scare there. He didn't pitch very well. Alright, that's W. Oh, Chad Curtis was on a hitting streak, but he was stopped by the Blue Jays. So no more hitting streak for him. Oh, there's been a trade between the Indians and the Marlins. Indians and Marlins has traded. Cleveland has traded for, oh god, Andy Hawkins. Really, they went and got Andy. So Andy Hawkins pitched for me when I was not streaming, like 2 seasons ago, I think. Yeah, and he was not very good. And he has not been very good for the Marlins either. But anywho, the Indians traded for him. And they gave up KJ Jackson in return, which is it's more of a suspect than a prospect at this point, but still, minor trade, really not a trade, unless Jackson, you know, becomes really good or something like that. It's always possible, I suppose, but yeah, that's a pretty minor deal right now. Alright, so we're going to be playing game number 3 here. We're going to be facing Joe Roa. So he has a really good ERA, and it doesn't seem like he's walking that many guys. Hey, Jerome Walton. I didn't see you there. You've been quiet. Yeah, rubber match. We've been playing pretty well lately. We won, what, 9 out of our last 10 or something like that? Let's take a look. I lost track. Yeah, we're 9-1 in our last 10. That's really good. That's a lot better than the Marlins, who are 0-10 in their last 10. Yeah, actually, over the last 10 games, there's only one team that's been better than us, and it's the Dodgers. They're 10-0. Oof, the Marlins have lost 12 straight games. That's not very good. I will after this game. Tomorrow is September 1st, so today is August 31st. So after this game, we're gonna see who we get, and then for the upcoming series, I might be playing some more younger guys and everything. Alright, so let's get this thing going. For game number 3. Alright, Charles Johnson is tired, so we're gonna sadly bring in Tony Pena. Anybody else you think I should bring in for game number 3? It's a day off tomorrow, so I just played Barbary the previous game. I guess I could put him in for Ray Sanchez, and then play Barbary at third and Woody Green at short. Woody Green is better at shortstop than Barbary is. Yeah, let's play Barbary. Yeah, Johnson is already replaced. He's tired, so Peña's already in. I'll bring in Barbary to play shortstop for Ray Sanchez. I don't have a problem with that. And then I'm gonna put Woody Green, unless he got really bad. Nah, 66 at shortstop is pretty good. Then Barbary at third. Right, let's try like that. Alright, the Cubs are going to go with Miguel Flores, Jerome Walton, Larry Walker, tired again, Ron Gant, tired again, Eric Wedge, Mark Grace, Alex Arias, he's going to be playing third base, and Ricky Gutierrez is going to play tired as well. Wow, Cubs are going to go with 3 tired players in the lineup. Works for me, I guess. And I forgot to mention it, we're going to go with Carlos Perez, who's been a lot better lately. Alright, so of course, play ball and go Expos. That would be nice to win 2 out of 3 out of the Cubs. Alright, so Perez on the mound. Miguel Flores is going to be the first one to face him today. No count. So, how have you been, Jerome Walton? That's it to left towards Calderon. And he catches it for out number 1. Jerome Walton is next, 1-0. Grounds it to third. Barbary with the ball. And that's out number 2. Larry Walker is next, so 1-2 to him. It's pretty good. Oh, it's in the morning where you live right now. I forgot that I started the stream kind of early today. I'm actually taking a nap after this. I went to bed really late. We went to the movies yesterday, and we usually like to go like super late because there's less people. So yeah, I went to bed at like 1:30 in the morning, and I got up at 7 to go pick up the groceries, so a nap is in order. Yesterday we watched Free Guy. Delino the Shields is next, full count to him. I'll be honest, I had no idea what the movie was about, and then, you know, I realized that it was about like video game stuff, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Marquis Grissom is next. 0-1 to him. Grounder to third, and he's thrown out at first for out number 2. Alright. Calderon is next, no count to him. Oh, is that another blast? It sure is. Third home run in 2 games for Ivan Calderon. It is 1-0 for the Expos. Yes, I like the movie. I did. They actually have a few of the most popular streamers, like, you know, Pokimane and Ninja and some others that I didn't recognize in there. So, but the movie was actually pretty good. I liked it. Woody Green is next, full count. Grounds it to first, and he's out for out number 3. The Expos do take a 1-0 lead here. It is 1-0. Yeah, I liked it more than the movie I saw last week. We went to watch Jungle Cruise with the kids. It was alright, but it's a Disney movie. They all follow the same template and everything. So yeah, Ron Gant is next. 3-0 to him. Oh, that's it to right for out number 1. Grissom cut that. Eric Wedge is next. Full count to him. That's it. Weekly to third. Barbary under it. catches it for out number 2. Mark Grace, no count to him. That's it to center. Rivera catches it, and that's out number 3. So that's 2 really good innings for Carlos Perez, and the Expos have a 1-run lead going into the bottom of the 2nd. Reuben Rivera is the batter now, 1-0. Oof, that's not hit very well. And he's thrown out at first. It hit the dirt in front of home plate. Brett Barbery is next, 2-2. And he's thrown out at first for out number 2. Bill Duran is next, full count. And he walks. Alright, so a 2-out walk. That brings up Tony Pena, 1-0. And that's it, weakly to right, and he is out for out number 3. Alright, Alex Arias. He is the next batter, 1-0. That's it down the line at third, and he beats the throw at first, so that's an infield hit for Arias. With nobody out, Ricky Gutierrez is next, no count to him. That's it to left, Calderon after it, catches it for out number 1. Joe Roa is next, 1-1. The bunt attempt fails, and it fails again. That's a strikeout for out number 2. Alright, 2 outs now. Miguel Flores is next, no count to him. Grounds it to short, but he beats the throw. Wow, that's twice now. That's a runners on first and second, 2 out. Jerome Walton is next, 1-0. That's a base hit to center. And that's going to score a run. So Carlos Perez is having some issues after 2 outs here, and the Cubs capitalize on that to tie the game at 1. So 2 outs, 2 runners on. Larry Walker is the batter, 2-2. That's it, weakly to the catcher, and he's thrown out at first for out number 3. All right. Carlos Perez is the next batter. 2-1 to him. Oh, he tried to bunt himself on. He missed. 2-2. Oh, that's a base hit to left. Alright, so Perez gets a single. Nobody out. Delino de Shields is next. 2-2. Oh, that's it. Alright. Uh-oh. Oof, Carlos Perez gets to stay in the game. Alright, so they got the lead runner at second base. De Shields is safe at first, so there's 1 out. Grissom is the batter, no count. De Shields is going, and he's safe. That's his 54th stolen base this season. Oh, that's a wild pitch now. So De Shields gets all the way to third base now with 1 out, 3-0 to Grissom. That's lined right at the shortstop for out number 2. Alright, we need a hit from Ivan Calderon now. 1-2. Oh, he gets it. Alright. Runners on first and third for Woody Green. 1-2. He struck out swinging. Okay, Ron Gant is the first batter here, top of the 4th, still tied at 1. 0-2 to Gant, struck out swinging for out number 1. Eric Wedge is next, 2-1 to him. Grounds it to short. That's a good throw by Willie Green, and that's out number 2. Mark Grace follows 0-1. That's it to center. Rivera very casual, and he misses the ball. That's a double for Mark Grace. And now Alex Arias is next. 2 outs, runner on second base, 0-1. That's it to third. Barbary with the throw. That's out number 3. Alright. Oh, Rivera with his blast in the last game made it to 10 home runs this season. That's not too bad for a rookie season. 256. He was hitting a lot lower than that. Alright, full count. Rounds it to short. That's out number 1. Brett Barbary is next, 1-2. That's it to right for a base hit. That's going to be a single. Alright, so Barbary is on board, 1 out. Bill Duran is next, 1-1 to him. Hits it to second base, and that's a double play. No, no, no. Alright. Ricky Gutierrez, top of the 5th, still 1-1. Full count to him. Rounds it to short. And he's thrown out for out number 1. Right. Joe Roa is next, 1-0. That's it to left. Calderon after it. And he catches it for out number 2. Miguel Flores is next, 1-0. And that's going to be extra bases in the corner and left. That's going to be a double. Alright, so Flores gets to second base with a double after 2 outs. Bringing up Jerome Walton. Grounds it to first. And that's out number 3. Alright. Tony Pena starts the bottom of the 5th for us. No count. Grounds it to third, and that's out number 1. Carlos Perez is next. He singled his last time out. 0-1. Grounds it to short. Oh, he almost beat it. Delino the Shields is next, 2 outs, nobody on, 2-0 to him. Grounds it to short, and he's cut down as well. The Expos go down in order and cannot generate anything all of a sudden. It is still 1-1 going into the top of the 6th. Larry Walker is first, 0-2. Grounds it to third, and he's out. Good throw by Barbary here. Ron Gant is next. 1-2 to him. Struck out swinging. Eric Wedge is next. 1-0 to him. Grounds it to second, and he's out. Alright, so Carlos Perez is not pitching too terribly today. He hasn't walked anybody. He did give up 5 hits, but he did not walk anyone. Alright, Marquis Grissom. Alright, so that's the perfect junction of the lineup to get something going here. 0-1. And that's a base hit to left. Alright, so not Calderon, Grissom gets on board. Calderon is next. No count. Grissom is going. There's no throw, so he gets to second base with his 76th stolen base this season. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Full count to Calderon, and he walks. Are we gonna go for the double steal here? I don't know. Right, Willie Green, 1-2 to him. That's it, weakly to the pitcher. They get Calderon out at second. Calderon got hurt, but he gets to stay in the game. So we have runners on first and third with 1 out. Reuben Rivera is next, no count. And Woody Green steals, that's his 13th. So now we have 2 runners in scoring position, 3 and 1 to Rivera. And he walks, bases loaded. 1 out for Brett Barbary. Alright, come on, man. 1 and 1. Ugh, liner to third, and he's out. So there, nobody advances, and there's 2 outs now, so we absolutely need a hit from Bill Duran. No count. Grounds it weakly to second, and that's out number 3. Oh, what a wasted opportunity here. Loaded the bases with only 1 out. It is still tied at 1. Top of the 7th. Mark Grace is the first batter to face Carlos Perez. Grounds it to the pitcher. He's thrown out easily for out number 1. Alex Arias is next. No count to him. That's going to be a base hit to center. So after 1 out, the Cubs get a runner on board. And Ricky Gutierrez is next. No count to him. Grounds it to first. The throw to second for 1. That's all we get. And there's 2 outs now for Jose Viscayno, who's coming in as a pinch hitter for Joe Roa. 1-0. Oh, attempted steal. And he's safe, so Gutierrez has 12 stolen bases this season. 1-2 to Viscayno. That's it weakly to center. Rivera after it. That's where he's at again. Oh my god. Alright, so on the play, the Cubs score, so it's now 2-1 for the Cubs with 2 outs here in inning number 7. Miguel Flores is next, 0-1. That's it to left, Calderon after it. And that's count for out number 3. Alright, we're going to need something going here. Alright, so the Cubs are bringing in Hector Trinidad. Tony Peña's my batter, 0-1. Grounds it to third for out number 1. All right, let's use a pinch hitter here. Oh boy. All righties, so we're gonna go with Johnny Knott. He's been pretty good for us. 1-2. And he's plunked. Alright. So we get a free base runner here with 1 out, runner on first. Delino de Shields is next, no count. Johnny Knott is going. And he's out. That's not good. 1-1 to the Shields. Grounds it to second, and he's out. Alright, we're still down 2-1 here. I'm gonna bring Jeff Robinson. Yeah, Johnny Knott. I think I'm gonna bring in Jeff Robinson. He's been pretty good for me since I got him, and the score is pretty close, so I'd like to keep it that way. Alright, 2-2 to Jerome Walton. And he struck out swinging for out number 1. Alright, that's gonna be the tough out here. Larry Walker, of course, 2-2. Oh, struck out swinging. There you go. And Ron Gant is next, 1-1. Ooh, that's 3-1. Solo blast for Ron Gant. The Cubs are up 3-1. Eric Wedge is next, 2-2. Grounds it to second, and he's thrown out for out number 3. Alright, we need to generate something here. Hey, Az, what's up, buddy? You want to get out? it out. All right, I'm gonna need to let him out. It's gonna take a second. All right, buddy. All right. Again, that's the perfect spot in the lineup to generate something, although we haven't generated much of anything in this game. All right, come on, Grissom. No count to him. That's it to right. That should be cut. And it is. For out number 1. Calderon's been playing well lately. 2-1. And that's it weekly to first, and he's out for out number 2. 2-2 to green. He struck out. Oh. Doors did okay last time out, so let's give him the ball again. Trading by 2 top of the 9th, we're bringing in John Doris to face Mark Grace, 0-1. That's it to center. That's cut by Rivera for out number 1. Alex Arias is next, no count to him. That's a base hit to right. Alright, 1 out, 1 on. For Ricky Gutierrez. Full count to him. Oh, that was ball number 4. Alright, runners on first and second now. 1 out. Jeffrey Ammons comes in as a pinch hitter. 1-2. Struck out swinging. One out away of getting out of this. Miguel Flores is the next batter, 1-2. Strikeout swinging as well. All right. So now's the time to do something. So Jeff Brantley comes in to close out the game. He should be pretty good. Yeah, 30 years old, and he's a 4-star player. Yeah, that's not going to be easy, and I don't have a left bat on the bench either. Alright, so Reuben Rivera, bottom of the 9th, 0-1 to him. Grounds it to third, and that's out number 1. Brett Barbery is next, 1-0 to him. Come on, Brett. That's it to right. Walker after it, and he catches it for out number 2. Bill Doran is our last out, 1-1. That's going to be a base hit to center, so why not? I'm going to bring in Charles Johnson as a pinch hitter. Alright, runner on first, 2 outs. Charles Johnson comes in as a pinch hitter. 2-1. Oh, that's a wild pitch. Alright, so runner gets to second base. Full count to Johnson. And he struck out swinging to end the game. Boo! Alright, so we lost 2 out of 3 against the Cubs. And now we're going to see what we get as far as September call-ups. So in 2 of the 3 games, we just couldn't get anything going offensively. Alright. Alright, so Browning guns down Giants. So Tom Browning had a good game, apparently. Yep, 10-0 win over the Giants. That's pretty good. Oh, I'm getting a lot of people. So Ben Van Ryn comes back. We're familiar with him. James Wynn was on my starting lineup at the very start of the season, and then they sent him down after like the first game of the season, so he never pitched for the Expos proper. Oh god, he's not very good. Like he's allowed more walks than strikeouts. Yikes. We're getting Randy Tomlin back. He pitched okay for us. Joe Logan, that's gonna be his first stint in the majors. Michael Kerrigan, we're familiar with him. He pitched 44 games for us this season. Jeff Facero is gonna be back after spending a lot of time down in AAA. That sucks that in my universe Facero didn't develop more than that. Ondorf is back. He was really good for us. I'm not sure why they took him away from us. Mark Davis is back. That makes me sad because he's not very good. He's good defensively, but he's not very good at bat. Shane Andrews. Oh, so Shane Andrews played for the Expos in real life. So not a guy with a lot of contact, a little bit of pop in his bat, okay defensively, yeah. So he's probably gonna see some playing time. Jerry Goff, the catcher, he played a handful of games for me last year. Russ McGinnis, oh god. So Russ McGinnis is who I got in the trade for Larry Walker. So imagine this is what I got. That's all I have to show for Larry Walker is this guy here. That's terrible. Rob Lukacic comes in. He's going to be a left bat, so that's always useful for pinch hitting situations. He can play catcher as well, I think. Yeah, he's not very good at it, but he can play catcher as well. Doug Robbins, I got in a trade for Chris Nabbles. He was a backup catcher for me for a couple years. Pretty good defensively. He had better potential. He never really quite realized it, and offensively he's just putrid. But defensively he's pretty good. And then Mitch Simons, I'm familiar with in my universe. He's played for me before. He can play anywhere in the infield. He has speed, but he's not a very good batter either. So yeah. So I would say I'm probably happiest to get Tomlin, Kerrigan, Facero, Ondorf, Shane Andrews. Lukacic is versatile, and Mitch Simons has speed. I don't really care for the other. Who knows? Maybe you're gonna start being better. McGinnis can play catcher as well, by the way. That was his position when we traded for him. But yeah, we're not getting anything too crazy because most of our decent young players are already in the majors. So that's why the call-ups are not that impressive. Oh, let's see here. Tomlin. Okay. Oh, that's good. Rosado's movement went up, what, 6 points? 8 points. All right. Roster expansion, we looked at that. All right, Albert Bell was the best batter in the American League. Barry Larkin was the batter of the month in the National League. Ben McDonald of the Yankees was the pitcher of the month in the American League. Dwight Gooden got the same award for the Mets. Bo Kennedy was the Rookie of the Month in the American League. And Johnny Damon got the same award in the National League. And another trade. George Canali goes to California for John Trissler. And Eddie Guardado. Oh. I don't know if he's gonna... Eddie Guardado had a okay career. Pitched for a long time. So I don't know if he's going to develop further, but that could be a steal here for the Brewers. We're going to advance one more day. Oh, Pirates are officially out of playoffs contention. So Pirates have no mathematical... They can't make it. Alright, and then another trade. So between the Giants and the Braves, Ted Wood is going to Atlanta for Tyler Houston and Jorge Fabregas. Fabregas played in major leagues in real life as well. Alright, so they get 2 catchers for the outfielder. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and that's a lot of... Oh, I got Katsumasa Ota as well. It wasn't put in there, but I did get him. So now we're gonna have a whole lot of different pitchers we can use. James Wynn, yeah, you're just going to be a middle reliever. Yeah, now I don't have to be always so patient with my pitchers because they're all tired. I'm going to have plenty of opportunities to use a whole bunch of different players, and here we have also quite a few different options. Cool. So to not make my players upset, I'm going to keep my lineups as is, but I think I'm going to be doing more like changes before the game, making a sub there, because if I take my veterans out of the lineup right now to play the young guys, it's gonna hurt their morale, and then, you know, things are just gonna get worse from there. So I'm just gonna keep it like that, and before every game we're gonna see if we want to use different players. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and save the game. It is that time. It is the time to stop this. It's time for me to go take a nap. I'm about to fall asleep in here. So as usual, I do want to thank you for tuning in. Thanks to Jerome Walton for being there almost always, except for when he was out. And thanks to FJ to show up for the first time in a while as well. Hey, Jerome Walton, you have a good weekend as well. I don't know if I'm going to show up again or not. Don't know yet. It's very possible, though. If not, you have a good weekend as well. It's a 3-day weekend. That's always fun. Alright, until I roll this game again, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.